So in the last class we have studied up to 2x plus 9. How can we represent 2x plus 9 equal to 0 in the form of one variable. One variable is simple, just want to draw the line and find the value of the variable. Where does it come? You just write it, that's enough to you. But as in the form of two variables, we have to include one more variable along with this one. So we can write 2x plus 9 equal to 0 as 2x plus 0y equal to minus 9. Teacher has transposed 9 to this side. So we have minus 9. So the meaning is 2x plus 0y. The meaning is whatever be your y value, you can give different values, but whatever be your y value, there is no such term, because 0y means it's 0. If you substitute y as 0, 0, y as 1, 0, y as minus 1, 0, y as 100, then also we have 0. So only we have the equation as 2x equal to minus 9. That means always for whatever be our y value, we can see that x value is a constant. X value is a constant. That is, x value is equal to negative 4.5. So teacher has formed a solution table in this form. Which variable is given? That value only exists. The other variable you can give any value you like. Okay. X you can't change because x is fixed one. 0, y means there is no such y term. So whatever be your y value, 0, 1, 2 or 3, corresponding x values are negative 4.5, negative 4.5, etc. Isn't it? Now let us mark all these on a graph sheet. So you have to draw 4 quadrants. Okay, and you have to mark little bit numbers also on it. Right side and upward positives, left side and downward negative values. Okay, if you want you can put, teacher didn't put 1 and minus 1. 1, here it is minus 1. Okay, then let us mark the points one by one. First point, start from x, then you move. Negative 4.5, 0. That means you needn't want to move anywhere, be there itself. That is negative 4.5. Lies between negative 4 and negative 5. Okay, so exactly middle point teacher has marked it. Second point, negative 4.5, 1. So move upward up to 1. Mark it. Negative 4.5, 2. Again move upward. Negative 4.5, 3. Move upward. Then join using scale and pencil. You can see that it's a straight line parallel to which axis? Y axis. So x equal to is given. It will be a straight line parallel to the y axis. In previous case, it was y equal to given. So we got a graph in the form of a straight line parallel to the x axis. Isn't it? So complete this. Okay. Let us move to some other questions. Let us move to our exercise 4.3 itself. Teacher thought that we have completed all the questions, but there are little bit questions remains to us. Okay, 3 questions remain to us, and they are question number 6 for you. Okay, exercise 4.3, question number 6. And in the question it is given that work done by a constant force is directly proportional to the distance travelled by it. Okay. Work done by a body according to a constant force is directly proportional to the distance travelled by it. Actually, you have studied in physics, isn't it? So, we needn't want to go through this one. We can convert them into algebraic statement. So, according to algebraic statement, work done is equal to force into distance. But in question, they already told you this force is a constant number and it is equal to 5. They already given to you that force is always constant. Only change goes to the distance travelled and work done by the body. Isn't it? So, we can keep force as 5 itself because it is given in the question constant number. So, what we do with work done and distance? We have to make them in terms of variables. Isn't it? So, here work done is a multiple of the distance, isn't it? Work done is a multiple of the distance. So teacher is taking the work done as y and distance travelled as x. So we have a linear equation of the form y equal to 5x, multiple of 5's. So we can form a solution table x, y. Where if you give x as 0, 5 into 0, what is it? 0 itself. If you are giving x equal to 1, 5 into 1 is 5 itself. If you are giving x equal to 2, what is it? 10. You can give negative values also, but teacher is always keeping positive values for your convenience. Now our question number 1 is represent them graphically. So let us draw the axis, required axis for us. X, y. So y dash, x dash, origin, here on x, here on y. So first you go through x value. 0, 1, 2 needed. 0 is here, 1 and this is 2. Finished. Go through y values. If you want, you can simply put minus 1. It's not required. Simply put minus 1, minus 1. But see the y values, 0. 0 is here. 5 and 10 needed. So teacher is keeping, according to our scale, our first 1 centimeter as 5 unit and our second centimeter as 10 units. Now let us mark. First point 0, 0. Let us mark 0, 0 at origin itself. 1, 5. X is 1. Move up to 5. Then 2, 10. That is here comes. Little bit here comes. Now using your scale and pencil, if you join the 3 points, you can see that it's a straight line passing through the origin. It's a straight line passing through the origin. Is it clear? Okay, just mark the points. Those who needn't want to mark 5, 10, etc. You can keep it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 10. Then you will have little bit big line. Isn't it? That's enough. Okay, we can, the scale is up to your choice. Okay, you can reduce the scale or you can increase the scale according to your graph sheet or according to your convenience. Okay, so let us move to our 7th question. What is 7th question? Sorry, before entering into 7th question, they told you to answer 2 more questions. And the first question is, second question is, first one we have already answered, graphical representation. When x equal to 2 units, that is distance travelled equal to 2 units, what is the work done? So work done equal to 5 into 2 equal to how much? 10 units. Okay. Similarly, one more question is there for you. That is, when x equal to how much given? First one is 5 units and second one is 0 units. 0 we already written. So when distance equal to 0 units, distance equal to 0 units, what is the work done? So work done equal to 5 into 0 equal to 0 itself. Is it clear? 2 questions were there. In the last they told you that find the work done when the distance travelled by the body is 2 units and also 0 units. When it is 2 units, distance travelled is 2 units, work done equal to 10. When the distance is 0 units, work done equal to 0 itself. Let us move to our next question. Let us begin with our 7th question. In 7th question, in a class of 9, the children decided to contribute an amount for some purpose. Okay, here they are telling about 2 girls. One is Yamini and other one Fatima. So Yamini and Fatima together contributed, the contribution together, Yamini plus Fatima together gave how much rupees to the teacher? 100 rupees to the teacher. So what are their possibilities? They didn't tell anything about whether they have given how much rupees is not given. Only they have given that Yamini and Fatima together contributed 100 rupees. So we need 2 variables, equation in the form of 2 variables. So we can give Yamini contributed x rupees and Fatima contributed y rupees. And the sum of these two is equal to 100. There is no change for 100. Okay, remaining values you can change. So what are the possibilities for you? What are the possibilities? You can take any number you like. First x is 0. Suppose 0 not possible because she has contributed something. So let us take some numbers like 40. So if Yamini contributed 40 rupees, what will be the contribution of Fatima? 60. Total 100 needed now. Then when Yamini contributed 50, then Fatima also contributed 50. And we need one more case, that is suppose 30. First one, Yamini contributed 30 rupees. What is the contribution of Fatima? 70. Because sum of these two is always needed as 100. And then our first question is, represent this graphically. So let us draw the axis first. Let us draw the axis first. X dash, then on the top, y dash. Then 0 is the starting point of both axes, that is 0 origin. Then we need, along x-axis we need 40, 50, 30, etc. It is not easy to do when you are keeping the scale as 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it possible? No. So teacher is keeping us 1 centimeter as 10 rupees. 2 centimeter as 20 rupees. Then 30. Then 40. Extend the line. Okay, according to our convenience, we can extend it using scale and pencil. Up to 50 teacher has taken. Similarly, along y-axis also, we need up to 60, 70, like that way we need it now. So, let us move like this. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. See, in your notebook, you have enough space and you have scale and pencil. So, don't try to adjust with the same. Okay, you have to keep the correct 1 centimeter in your scale itself. Now, mark the points. First point, x40, y60. Y60 is this line. X40 is little bit here. So, we can mark. Next one, 50, 50. Both are 50s. Here comes 50 and here comes 50. That is this point. Next one more we have, that is 30, 70. 30, 70 is little bit here. Now using your scale and pencil, you can join the 3 points as a straight line, extend them to both directions, and on one end you can write x plus y equal to 100. Is it clear or not? Is it clear? So let us move to our last question. Today's last one. Now this is our last question. Given f equal to 9 by 5 into c plus 32. The conversion of degree Fahrenheit and degree Celsius are given in the form of an equation. That is, degree Fahrenheit F equal to temperature in degree Fahrenheit is equal to 9 by 5 into degree Celsius plus 32 given. But we have studied linear equations in the form of x and y. So let us convert them into the form of x and y. So teacher is writing y in terms of x. That's why Fahrenheit as y. So y equal to 9 by 5 into x plus 32. Isn't it? Now let us first, our question is represent them graphically. So let us write this one, the solution table. First column, first row x, second row for y. Now look at here. Here is a denominator. Both two terms are there. In the two terms, only one having a denominator, 5 given. So the condition is you can give any value for x. But in order to get an integer, integer is easy to mark on the graph sheet. When it is decimal or when it is fraction, it is not easy to mark. Okay. And the marking system is not accurate also. That's why in order to get a proper integer, what we are doing is, since the denominator is 5, you can select x as 0 or multiples of 5. 0 or multiples of 5. So teacher has taken first 0, then the whole term becomes 0. And only 32 remains, teacher written. Second case, when x equal to 5. When x equal to 5, 5 and 5 get cancelled. 9 plus 32 we have 41. Similarly, teacher has selected negative 5. If you need in one, you can select 10 like that. So teacher has selected minus 5. So here minus 9 will exist. Minus 9 and 32 we have to subtract. We have 23. Now look at here, teacher has marked along x-axis 1 centimeter as 5 degrees Celsius. And here teacher has taken 10, 20, 30, 40 like that way. Our first point is 0, 32. 0, 32 means there is no x, only y 32. Y 32 means after 30, the second small line. Okay, after 30, our second small line. So 32 has marked. Next one, 5, 41. 5 is here. Go upward till you get 41. 41 means after 40, the first small line. Similarly, minus 5, 23. After 20, the third small line. Okay, then you can see that it's a straight line and on one end you can give the name of the equation. And followed by this one, there are some other questions. Teacher is answering only 2 and 3. Remaining questions you can try yourself. Okay. And the first one is, if the temperature is 95 degree Fahrenheit, what is the temperature in Celsius, degree Celsius? Keep the same equation. Instead of F, we can write 95. Remaining things are 9 by 5C plus 32. First you transpose 32 to this side. We have 63. Where 63 is 9 by 5 into C. Then in order to get C, transpose 9 by 5 to this side. 9 by 5, we have to keep it reciprocal. So 63 into 5 by 9. 9 and 63 we can divide by 7. 7 5s are 35 degree Celsius. Similarly, if the temperature is 30 degrees Celsius given, what is the temperature in degree Fahrenheit is our question. So F equal to, F is not given, so keep F equal to 9 by 5 into, instead of C, 30 you can put plus 32. Where 5 and 30 we can cancel how many times? 6 times. 9 6s are 54 plus 32 is 86 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, try yourself remaining questions. If you are not getting in next class, we can complete. Thank you.